Hi guys, today as part of our basic guide to Premiere Pro, we are showing you how to create titles using Premiere. So, first thing we need to do, as you can see here on my project, we have some footage already that I've imported. And remember, to import footage, you either go to File and Import, or as you can see there, press Command and I, and then point that towards your footage and import it into Premiere. So Premiere is such a versatile tool that you can add titles anywhere in your project. This is just a basic demonstration, so I've got a nice bit of footage here of a subway train arriving at a platform. So what I'd like to do is add a simple title to the start of that. How we do that is we go to File and then New, and we go to Legacy Title. So for this one, I'm going to call it Main Title and click OK. And as you can see, that's arrived in your footage window there, and also a window's opened with all the tools you need in order to create your title. So first thing we do, we click on the Type tool, and I'll draw a nice sort of medium-sized box there, and I'm going to have mine all in capitals, nice and simple. I'm going to call it Subway. So the next thing we do there, we go to Selection tool. So that looks quite nice, but it's in the corner there. It's not very neat. It's not really the right size yet. So what I'd do is, using the selection tool there, just move it a little bit. And then in order to increase the size of that title, we go to font size across here, and then just increase that number. You can either do it by dragging the mouse left or right to make it bigger or smaller, or you can put in your own amount. So let's say 230, have a look at that. Okay, that looks like quite a good size, or maybe a little bit bigger. So about there. And I want to center that so it looks nice and neat. And also, make sure it goes within these title safe lines here, because if your work's ever broadcast, you want to make sure your title's seen if it's broadcast on TV, so it goes within the title safe area. So that looks quite nice. It's in the center, it looks good, but I think I'd like to change the font. So the selection tool, make sure that you've got your title selected. Go to font family, and let's have a look down here. What do we have? Now in Premiere there's loads and loads and loads of different cool fonts. What's this one? Comic Sans. That's a little bit big, I think. Not quite the right look I'm going for. Bit too horror, although it could work if your movie's a horror film. A lot of horror films are set in subways. Let's have a look though. That's nice. I like that font. That's cool. So I'm going to go with the Fight This font. That's a font that I found online and imported into Premiere. I think it works well for this. It looks quite cool. It makes it look like it's maybe like an action film. So we'll select that, and then I'll make it a little bit bigger again because it could do with being slightly bigger possibly. Put it in the middle like that, and I'm happy with that. In order to save that, we just go to the cross there. Click that, and as you can see, it's down in your footage window down here. In order to get that in front of our footage in your timeline, simply, again using the selection tool, move that across, and then the title, I'm going to move the entire thing here, the entire title across, and then I'm going to just close the gap between the title and the actual footage. If I play that as it is, let's have a look. Press spacebar. Looks quite nice, although it looks like I'm ordering a sandwich possibly, but that's okay. So there we go. That's what it looks like. Nice and simple, but it's maybe a little bit long. And also I'd like to add maybe a fade in and a fade out as well. So that's quite simple to do. The first thing I like to do is make that a little bit shorter. So we go at the end of the footage there, and then you see the red arrow appears. Let's just drag that down a little bit, drag that across, and then we'll make a selection there, press delete, so your title should be a bit shorter now. In order to put a simple transition there, it's very easy. We put that at the start of the title, and then we do a right click at the left hand side of it, go to Apply Default Transition, and then we do the same at the end of the title there as well. Apply Default Transitions, and then I think I'll make those a little bit longer, like that. And then if I play that, it should look quite nice. Subway. Ta-da! So there we have it. Nice and easy way of creating titles in Premiere Pro.